How's it going, everyone? You're watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here.
And Jessica.
And we are lucky enough today to participate in an amazing multi-channel collaboration. So many great channels involved with this thing. Somehow we got invited. I'm not sure quite how, but we're happy enough that they did. So some of the channels involved are Farmer G, Sweet Iris Farm, Almost Homestead, Hope This Works Homestead, Humble Homestead, Old Camp Ranch, Bois Homestead, and Whistle Thicket. All great channels, and like I said, we're just lucky enough to be a part of it. So the idea behind this collaboration is basically take things you already have around the homestead and create something with it. I'm not sure if it was something specifically for the garden, but it's just kind of take stuff, kind of junk lying around, and then build something with it.
We decided to do 3 small projects. It's all projects for the birds.
These projects are for the birds, I tell you.
So we're gonna be making a bird bath, a bird feeder, and a birdhouse.
Cool. Well, all right, come along and we'll show you what we got going on.
Here's the junk we found laying around, not currently being used, that we're gonna put to good use for these projects. Let's get started on our first project, a simple bird bath. We'll take our metal trash can lid and put it down on some plastic. Now let's coat it in some rust-proofing paint, since it's going to be in contact with water for a long time. We'll apply 2 coats of paint. Now we just put the tomato cage in the ground, and when the paint is dry, we'll just place the lid on top of the tomato cage. We'll place a large rock in there to anchor it down. Now it's ready for water as a functional bird bath. How simple is that? Now that we've invited our bird friends over with our bird bath, let's give them some food. We'll just roll this hardware cloth to slightly smaller than the diameter of this flower pot tray. Since the holes are bigger than I'd like, I'm going to overlap it on itself to make smaller holes. Then I'll trim the top and bottom so it sits flat. We'll need to tie the hardware cloth with this wire so that it holds its cylindrical shape. Now let's drill a hole in each of these flower pot trays. The bottom tray needs a hole large enough to fit this bolt. We'll thread the bolt through the bottom and then screw it into the rest of this adjustable bolt thingamajigger. Now let's attach some wire to the other end of the bolt thingamadoodle. And we'll leave enough wire for hanging our feeder when it's done. Then we slide the rolled up hardware cloth over the whole thing, and then we'll thread the wire through the hole in the top flower pot tray. Yay! Our bird feeder is ready to be filled with sunflower seeds. Now our bird buddies have food and water. Let's invite them to stay with a super simple birdhouse. First, we'll take some old pallet wood and an old shoe. Look at this thing. It's definitely seen some miles, but I think it still has some use left in it. We've just screwed the shoe onto the wood with a couple of long screws. And here's our finished birdhouse. Rustic, no? Jim and crew even donated some material to get our birds started with building their nest.
So that's what we did. A few little projects just from stuff lying around. And I mean, how much did these things cost us?
Nothing.
That's right. That's the best kind of price right there. And thinking of projects for the garden, we wanted some bird project items, and I think it's perfect for the garden. Now, people can have a love-hate relationship with birds in the garden, but I think attracting birds to the garden can have a lot of potential benefits, including pest management, them laying their manure, getting into the soil, making that healthier.
And it makes it more enjoyable, I think, being able to watch the birds and having the bird songs.
Just makes for a much more pleasant atmosphere. That's what we did. I'm anxious to see what some of these other channels did for their projects. Definitely check them out. We're going to leave links to each and every one of those channels down below in the description. And man, this is exciting. So thank you to those channels for inviting us along. We're honored to have been a part of this. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate you. Please give this video a thumbs up. It'll help us out a lot. Share this with a friend or two, because we got so much going on. We're excited to let people know what we're doing out here. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Stay tuned. Keep up to date on what we got going on. So exciting. So many cool things.
And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
That's right. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. We'll catch you on the next video.